In the wake of Magic the Gathering, The Lord of the Rings, Tales of Middle-earth, many new fans may be wondering how they can delve deeper into the card game's world, story, and gameplay. As luck would have it, Magic's latest set, Wilds of Eldraine, is the perfect place to continue the journey that started with Tales of Middle-earth. Here's why you should consider jumping into this fantastical land filled with whimsy, wonder, and reimaginings of your favourite fairy tales. The world of Eldraine shares many themes, inspirations, and creatures with Middle-earth. Both are rooted in Northern European folklore and the real regional history of medieval knights. Eldraine boasts a central territory called the Realm, where majestic castles house knights who protect quaint villages and quest for magical relics, much like the Fellowship did in The Lord of the Rings. But Middle-earth wouldn't be complete without a city of elves, fire-breathing dragons, and goblin hordes. Eldraine is no different, and fans of The Lord of the Rings will find many familiar visuals and creatures in this new Magic set. Beyond the reaches of the realm lies the Wilds, a magical wilderness filled with creatures both great and small, where eccentric wizards and scheming witches dwell deep in the woods, and delinquent fairies meddle in everyone's lives. Tales of Middle-earth provided a modern take on a faithful adaptation of J.R.R. Tolkien's novels, and Wilds of Eldraine sets out to do the same with classic fairy tales popularised by the Brothers Grimm and Hans Christian Andersen. By combining nostalgia with novelty, Wilds of Eldraine looks to be even more playful with its adaptations. Although it takes inspiration from many fairy tales, this set is primarily dedicated to 10 classic stories, with each fairy tale icon given a Magic the Gathering twist, and their colours dictated by each tale's themes. There is the Snow Queen, Sleeping Beauty, the Pied Piper, Little Red Riding Hood, Beauty and the Beast, Snow White, the Sorcerer's Apprentice, Hansel and Gretel, Cinderella, and Jack and the Beanstalk. The set riffs on characters, magical objects, and memorable moments from these fables. For example, Ruby is Magic's take on Red Riding Hood, except instead of being a helpless girl wandering through the woods, she's a wily hero in the dangerous wilds. The mechanics of Wilds of Eldraine also reinterpret these classics by putting you, the player, in the position of storyteller. Sagas return to bring chapter-by-chapter fairy tales to the battlefield, and adventure cards create narrative moments out of gameplay. For example, Can't Wake Up is a sorcery adventure that utilises the Sleeping Curse to put cards into your graveyard, and in turn, power the creature Cruel Somnophage. Bargain is a new mechanic that lets you make a magical trade by sacrificing something important to you for a magical effect. One such effect is another new mechanic called Rolls, where you get to change the character archetype a creature plays in your story. Rolls are auras that enchant a creature to augment or diminish its abilities in battle. For example, when Sir Armont the Redeemer enters the battlefield, a monster roll token is attached to a creature you control, buffing their power and toughness and granting them trample. With Bargain and Rolls at your disposal, the story is in your hands. But we can't forget about the art. Showcase cards bring back breathtaking borderless artwork and the beloved storybook frame for adventure cards. Every booster pack also contains a powerful enchantment card from Magic's past in a collection called Enchanting Tales. Each of these cards is illustrated in a whimsical style reminiscent of fairy tale books, and some go even further, also appearing as borderless anime-style cards illustrated by Japanese artists. But it's not quite happily ever after yet. The story of Wilds of Eldraine is also the perfect place for new fans to start reading, as this set is the beginning of an entire new arc. It picks up months after machine zombies invaded from another plane, and the sleeping spell used to thwart them is still spreading and dragging more and more of Eldraine's citizens into an endless slumber. The king and queen died during this war, and the realm is in chaos. Their eldest children are fighting through grief. Will has taken his father's crown and is seeking diplomatic solutions to reuniting the people of Eldraine, while Rowan, his twin sister, thirsts for greater magical power to fix everything. Meanwhile, the villainous Ashiok has come from another world and joined forces with a witch to turn the nightmares of the sleeping citizens against the populace. In the middle of it all is Kellen, a young farm boy tasked with a quest by a fairy lord. Kellen is seeking answers about his real father, who he suspects is a member of the Fae. Much like Frodo, this innocent boy will have to make friends and muster his courage to be the hero he believes he can be. Whether you're a long-time Magic fan or just getting into the game after playing Tales of Middle-earth, this set is an exciting adventure with new twists on familiar characters and stories that everyone can enjoy. Wilds of Eldraine goes live digitally on MTG Arena and Magic Online on September 5th, and releases on tabletop on September 8th. Head to mtgstory.com to read how this bewitching story ends, and for everything else Magic, stick with us here at IGN.